Fear is the very thing that's holding you back from making progress. Now, fear also can be the very thing that gets you a ton of progress. Let me explain. I'm gonna tell you the story on how it happened with me and how it's been happening with me. And also today I'll tell you a story of what happened with my wife and I as we're using the same example about fear. She actually inspired the title to this video. And stay to the end because I got some announcement that I'm going to make. I made it on my shorts and on my live that I did earlier today on this very topic, but I'll share it with you on this video as well. But you got to wait to the end. So check this out. I didn't know. We'll first start with my wife's story, and then I'll tell you kind of how it kind of matches with mine. My wife is ready to start uploading content to her channel. She has a ton of wisdom. She's been through some stuff. She's been through it. And she's gathered a lot of great information. She's helped me a lot. I've seen her help other ladies, young ladies her age, older ladies, with great advice, words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of compassion. She has this compassionate heart and understanding. She's understood me and all the craziness that I went through, lack of confidence, no discipline, victim mindset. Why am I like that? And she would give me just this encouraging words of like I said, just compassion, just like whether it's a verbal hug or a physical hug. She's just very nurturing, compassionate woman. She was a wonderful mom to our kids growing up. Shit, to this day, they have tough days, and she'll help them out so much with how she guides them with her energy and her words. So I was like, your conscience has been telling you to start your channel for a while now. Now, I'm not one to push because I don't get it. That's actually a video that's coming up soon. I am a big believer of get out of the way so you're not in the way. It's like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, like, just to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming in a future video with that one is, sometimes we want things to happen in others because we see their potential and we see what they can do. But they're in their hero's journey. How many times did older folks to you or to me, like, man, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing that. Would we listen? No, because we're still on our hero's journey. So what I found is that if you let those people be, even if you love them, they gotta go through their trail, they gotta go through their journey, they gotta go through their life, they gotta get bumps and bruises and scrapes and tans and patina, get weathered. When they're done with that journey, and they'll know in here that I'm done, they're ready to move on to the next phase of their life. But sometimes as people that when we get in the way, we keep them from finishing their journey. So here they are 30, 40, 50, and it's like, you still can't get it together? Well, it's because you've been getting in the way all this time. Anyways, it's not going to get into that. Let's stay in the topic we're talking about today. Fear is holding you back. So I was telling my wife, she finally one day, 3 days ago, I think. What's today? Saturday. Today's Saturday. I think she told me like Thursday or Wednesday. Must have been Thursday. Could have been Wednesday. It's like, I'm uploading tomorrow. It's like, okay, cool. All I said was, cool. Let me know if I could help you. Not, you should do this, you should do that. Nothing. Just like, got it out of the way so I'm not in the way. And I let her. Thursday came, Friday came. Here we are, Saturday. She brought it up. I didn't say, what's up with your channel? Hey, we're going to record it. Nothing. It's like in conversation about, because we're always having conversations with just kind of like things that we're learning, downloads that we're getting from the universe, things that we realize, like OMG moments, aha moments. And one of the things that she spit as she was talking, she's like, and I know I haven't uploaded my videos, and I know I have to start, and I know this and this. So she brought it up, not me. I listened, and I waited a few minutes, and then we were kicking it there, waiting for an order to come in. And I said, hey, so what's keeping you from uploading? I'm not trying to push you or suggest it or insinuate or nothing. I said, what is your, because she said, she said something like, and then I know that I gotta upload my video, but and I asked her, what's your what is your I go, I'm not talking shit, I'm not trying to poke fun or anything, but what is your I didn't want to title it. I said the same noise she did. What's your She said, I'm scared. And I didn't say, of what? Or da-da-da-da. Or it's easier. No one's gonna, it doesn't. I listened and I was like, okay. Oh, tell me more. Is it just that? You're scared? I'm scared. I go, what? Like, I'm curious. Are you scared of like a piano falling on you? Are you scared of tripping and falling? Are you scared that you're gonna choke on your spit and then like bang, pass out? Are you scared that the camera's gonna like, just like get hot and burn you? Or like what are you scared of? And then she just went. She gave me a list. I'm scared of my voice gets crackly, the anxiety I feel, what I sound like when I get recorded. Because I told her, I suggested your face doesn't need to come out. It could be a faceless channel till you're ready. So I gave her that, suggestion many moons ago. But she still has the sound of her voice. What am I gonna say? What if I sound silly? What if I go, okay, so you're genuinely just scared. And I'll pause to jump in my story real quick. That reminded me of me. I recently had a oh my goodness moment when I realized, and you'll see, go back a few videos, you'll see how that evolved. Like, I think it was a conversation that I was having with my daughter. It's a bunch of stuff that I have these things that I'm continuously just paying attention to my life. I listen to my conscience. I'm conscience guided life, but I'm also paying attention to signs and things that make me feel like, oh my gosh, that comes together. I'm getting the chills right now. What I heard over here in this commercial, and then this song I've been whistling, and what that friend told me. I'm getting the chills so hard right now because of something that happened earlier today. So that's what happened. Certain things happened. My daughter said something to me. Some other guy said something to me. I watched the video, and one of my, I think it was like an old video that I watched from one of my mentors, Wes Watson. And he said, hey, the connection with people is in the details. That's all he said. But it rang. I didn't know what it meant at the time. This must have been, 8 months ago. But the video he recorded was probably like years ago, like 2-3 years ago. One of his earlier videos. I love watching his old stuff. And the connection to people are in the details. It's like, then a bunch of, like I said, a song, my daughter said something, this said something, and then that's when I realized that I've been leaving the details out of my videos. Like, for example, right there, like a few sentences ago where I said, yeah, I was listening to my mentor, Wes Watson. 2 weeks ago, that same sentence would have said, I was listening to one of my mentors, and then continue. Going back to like my wife's story, a few weeks ago, that story would have came out as, yeah, I was talking to my wife about some project she's thinking about doing. I wouldn't have said uploading a YouTube channel about her wisdom and advice. I wouldn't have gotten into those details. Turns out that I was scared. I had fear. I had fear in sharing that. Why? I don't know. I haven't dug into that yet. Not that I'm scared of what people say. Man, I've been on here for years. With my other channels and my other businesses that I had, that I used YouTube to promote and scale them, it was a beautiful thing when this came out. I had a DJ business back in the day, early internet, early YouTube. I used YouTube to promote it, and I used it to advertise my business. I had a DJ business, and I would use YouTube to promote the venues where I would work at. So people were getting live tours of these like ballrooms and hotels and venues. I didn't rent them. They weren't mine, but I was giving them walkthrough with a little point and shoot battery Canon camera. I'd walk through the whole facility from the parking lot. I'd show how much parking there was. I'd go through the doors. I'd go through the ballrooms, the kitchen, the bathrooms, the patios. If there was a foyer, whatever, I'd go into the bathrooms even to show you the bathrooms. Are they fancy, big mirrors, big sinks, or are they kind of like, But you got a tour. So let's say ballroom was called ABC Ballroom in Long Beach. I wonder if they got anything on the internet. Remember, this is early internet. late 90s, early 2000s. Early 2000s. You'd punch in ABC Ballroom, Long Beach. Boom, my video would come up. Like, oh dang, there's a video. They watch it, they get a tour. This is great. They'd see my phone number, my name, my face. They'd call, I'd pick up the phone. Elegance Elegancia, this is Albert, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm calling about the ballroom. Did you enjoy the video? Yeah. Cool, it's a really nice place. That's cool. How much is it? Can we make an appointment? Oh, we don't work for the ballroom. But we have an entertainment company. Have you found your DJ yet? How can I help you? Lighting. So the point of that story is that I've been around YouTube for a while. But when it came to these kind of videos, I was like, why can't I pick up any traction? I mean, I have some, 1,600, 1,700 subscribers. I've made some friends, some connections. We got contacts here. By the way, I ran a successful business, and I think a big part of it was using YouTube and the details of that, of the features that YouTube had. Video, unlimited video storage. To have video on your website in the early days was like, damn. Figured out how to embed YouTube screens onto our videos. We had hundreds of videos on my website. A lot of them showcasing cool ass locations to have your party. Anyways, back to this video. The thing what I'm trying to say is that I have a history with YouTube. But why was I stuck when it came to my personal development channel, my personal brand here, Mr. Albert Lopez, where you're watching this at? I hope you're enjoying it, by the way. Hit the like button if you've been here this long and you're hearing my stories. And subscribe if you haven't. It was because I was leaving out the details for whatever reason. I wasn't saying the details of my stories. I give you a general, broad picture. What is it? An idea of what, or whatever. Like I said, I already said the example, right? I wouldn't tell you exactly where I was going. I'd say I was at the store earlier today, as opposed to saying I was at Walmart today or I was at Target today. And I had an exchange of words with some guy because he thought I was parking in a space. I would say it's something like I had a situation with some guy, but then we solved it. The way I've been saying it lately is, oh yeah, some guy thought I was parking in the spaces that I was on the Target off of this street, whatever, Bloomfield or whatever, and he's like, hey bro, why were you parking? I give you more details. And I was like, hey man, I didn't mean no harm, I didn't see you, my bad. You want me to move? It's cool, I don't mind, I need the steps, I'll park a little farther. And he was like, no, my bad, dog, I didn't mean it like that, I'm having a tough day. Oh bro, it'll be all right. And I'll tell you what, you know what? For sure, dude, I'll move it. No. Hey, what's your name, by the way? Oh, dude, we met. We actually became homies. So we got a little tense after it. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot more details now. And I get it now what Wes meant. The connections, the understanding, the camaraderie, the building, the connection with people, you build it with the details. I just had a little mini dinner. And how could I say it? My mom is in town and she made me this delicious meal. Cool, his mom made him a meal. What about if I were to tell you the details and I were to say, my mom called me, she said she was making fish, caldo de pescado, fish stew. It turns out that she used fish heads and a couple of, one type of fish head and another fish body, put carrots and calabacitas, squash, it had garbanzos, but I told her to only make me a cup because it's pizza Saturday and we have pizzas, the dough is resting, we're gonna have pizza, so I don't want to not have it because it's delicious. And then we put chopped up onions and cilantro. She made me a mug and I sat there on a little coffee table. I had a little conversation with my mom and dad about nutrition because they're working on their nutrition, and I enjoyed my caldo de pescado, my fish soup. It was so good, I still have the taste in my mouth. See the difference? It was in the details. But for some reason or another, I was scared. Getting back to our story here. I don't want to make this too lengthy for you. But it was in the fear of me not wanting to share those. Why? Like I said, I'll probably dig into that later and I'll tell you why in a future video on why was I scared? Why was I not sharing that? I don't want to think about it now because it'll get really lengthy, but I was not sharing the details out of fear. The moment I start sharing the details, views start going up. Interaction starts going up. The very video that I did, if you were to go to my videos right now, not maybe like 4, 5, 6 videos back, you'll notice, like, wow, why did this one get 50, 60 views? Usually it gets like 9:12 on my long formats. Not my shorts or my lives, but these ones, the one you're watching here. Probably because all the details I'm dropping on this one's also going to go. And it's Saturday night, and I'm going to upload it tonight. I never would get views on Saturday night. Let's watch. Let's see what this happens. I don't know what time it is. It's dark, but daylight savings is getting dark earlier. I'm thinking maybe it's about 8 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. So because of fear, when the fear went away and said, no, I'm going to talk about more details. If I'm not willing to talk about the details, I shouldn't be talking about it at all. But if I'm going to talk about it, I got to get into the details. Because like Wes Watson said and taught me, the connection is in the details. Back to my wife's story. See how fear was holding that success back, that progress back? When I started getting into the details, progress started being made. 6, 7 views, 50-something views. And the 6, 7 views is like, man, that video's been up for a month and it got 6 views. This video's been up 8 hours and it's at 60-something views. Cool. Way different. We call that progress. We talk about that a lot. How to make progress by checking it and then adjusting. And sometimes you have to scratch your head a lot and think like, what is it? Or ask questions. Ask your mentors questions. Ask somebody you connect. Like right here, you and me, we're connecting. Ask me questions. Maybe I've been through a path during my hero's journey that I've solved something that I could help you with. That's what I was talking to my wife about. Like, fear will hold you back or it'll shoot you forward. He's like, how's that? If you let fear keeping you from doing the thing you know you should be doing but you don't want to do, it's going to hold you back. But if you use fear to say, okay, I don't want to do this and I know that I should, and I'm not doing it just because I'm procrastinating, there's no fear. Like, okay, even if you do it, you'll gain discipline and earn confidence, but it's not going to be like a whoa. But now you have this thing that you don't want to do, but you know that you should, and you're procrastinating, but you're procrastinating because you're scared, and you do it, the rewards are huge. You have major unlocks. Major unlocks. I've seen it done with a bunch of other people. I noticed that once they stop their fears, I didn't know I had them. Then why didn't you do it a long time ago, Albert? Because I didn't know I had a fear of sharing the details. I didn't. Now this is very early on. This just happened like 3-4 days ago, so I can't tell you like how much. Maybe I'll get stuck at 50 views. I really don't think so. But I'll let you know how much progress I make as it evolves. I bet you it's going to be a lot because I realized that it was because of fear. Like I said, I'll tell you what that fear was because I still right now don't know what that fear was. With my wife, I was telling her, it's either going to, she said, say that again because that sounded good, but I want to hear it again. There's 2 parts to it. Fear is either going to hold you back and keep you back from making the progress that you should make because that fear, you don't want to do it because you're scared. Of what? It doesn't matter. Fear. Fear is lack of faith. Let me say it again. Fear is lack of self-faith, self-love, self-trust, self-confidence. Those are all the same thing. I'm just saying them in different ways. And all those, any of those, whichever you want to call it, we'll call it confidence, trust. It's a gift we receive from above, from the source of creation, God. We receive it when we build discipline. And one of the major ways to build discipline is by doing the things we don't want to do when we don't want to do them and we know that we should. So now you look at the other side. I don't want to do this, but I know that I should. Hello? Take it. I'm just not doing it because I'm procrastinating. I don't feel like doing it. If you do it, you'll gain discipline, earn confidence, trust, confidence, self-love, self-faith, belief in yourself. You'll earn that because you build the discipline by doing that thing you don't want to do. But if you don't want to do it because you have fear, because you're scared of whatever, insert whatever fear it is here, and you do it, not only do you get the discipline and this, like I said, confidence, trust, faith, it's all the same thing, but you'll catapult, what is it, when you jump out, you'll trampoline, you'll catapult, you'll make so much progress. You'll go into step 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You'll gain so much more than just the discipline and just the confidence. You'll make hella progress because we know how the universe knows, source of creation knows, God knows how difficult it is to let alone not do the things we don't want to do when we don't want to do them. And we're scared. when you do the things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, that are laced up with a big fat bow of fear, and you do it anyways, that's where not only do you gain the discipline, earn the confidence, but you make hella progress. Any question, bust them in the comments. If you did wait till this long, make sure you do subscribe so you get notifications on when I upload, go live, upload a short. Also, the thing I was going to tell, thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. If you resonate, if any part of this video hit, what I want you to do, this is where I will know who waited till 20 minutes into this video. In the comments, write that part. And if you remember what part kind of hit, like got you the chills, like this dude's talking to me, because I know it's happening with a few of you, if not all of you. Timestamp it, put like 19:20 or whatever, and then put that part, so I know what part hit. All right, so I got this crew. I've talked about it before, but we're doing something a little bit different. I got this crew. It's called the Mr. Albert Lopez Crew. I have it over at the school app. Link is in the description. The price to join that crew is $50 a month. I brought that down for a special price because I want to create a crew. There's nobody there now. There's a one-man crew. It's only me in there right now. It's a very new program. I just started it like maybe a week or two ago, because I wanted to kind of get like, how do these buttons work? How does this do? How does this work? I figured that out, but now I need some people there. So I'm bringing the price down to $10 a month for life if you sign up right now. It'll be $10 a month for the first 50 people. 50. For the first 50 people, you're gonna pay $10 a month if you sign up. You pay them monthly, or if you pay for the year, you get 1 month free, and then you don't have to pay monthly. You can cancel at any time. There's no commitment. And I know with the monthly ones, I don't know if they prorate the other one. You got to figure that out. But I know that with the monthly one, you can cancel anytime, and then you just finish that month and you're done. So there's no like commitment. I hope to bring enough value to where you don't want to leave. And shoot, if you sign up for $10 a month and it's for life, even after the price goes to $50, you'll continue to pay $10. As long as you don't leave and come back, it'll be $10 a month for life. As long as you don't leave. Whereas once you leave, you have to sign up again, and it'll be 50 or more at that point. But for the first 50 subscribers, members that join, it's $10 a month. Let me tell you what you get. It's a group where we talk about personal development, conversations just like this. But the dopest part that I thought, I like fell in love with the program once I saw how it worked, is they recently made it even easier. We don't have to use Skype. I said Skype, that's old school. We don't have to use Google Meet. We don't have to use what's that other one? No, everything's integrated within the app. I forgot what it's called. Zoom. It's all within the app. We do live video calls, not live videos like when I go live on YouTube. No, these are live video calls, where if you want, you could turn on your camera. I could see you on the screen. Other people in the crew can see you on the screen. We create a bond. We create friendship. We sit around as like a round table where we all kick it. And we talk about the subject that we're going to talk about, such as it could be this one, your fear is holding you back. And then we get into Q&A. We get into questions. One person can ask a question. You can help out everybody with your question. Another person can ask a question, and it'll help out that other person that helped the question. It's a group of people with like-minded interests of personal development, of becoming the version of you that you respect and admire, becoming the version of you that is ready to share what they've learned in their journey. But maybe they have questions. Maybe you have questions. Shoot, I've had questions. And being able to ask them, it time collapses. It makes things like, oh, that's how you do it. And you try it and it works. It's like, yes. So that's what the crew's there for. We do weekly live calls with Q&A after every call. It's simple to set up. It's $10 a month for the first 50 people. And the moment we get one person in, I start doing the live calls. So if you're one of the early ones, it could be just you and me once a week minimally on a live call. I'll probably be doing them at different times of the day. One week, maybe I'll do it in the morning. One week, I'll do it in the evening, the afternoon, so everybody has a chance. The calls stay live on the app. So even if you don't make it to the live, you're able to watch it later at break or lunch or whatever. We're having dinner. It's a really cool way to connect and get your questions answered. So if you're rocking with me here in one of these videos, Just imagine being able to do things, but like you could raise your hand and say, hey, Albert, I have a question. This and this happened, this and this. I could give you my take on it. More than likely, I've probably gone down that road. This is why we're connecting. And I can give you the mindset to have to get through that adversity, that challenge, that issue that you're going through. Anyways, if you want to go check it out, like I said, running a special right now for the first 50 people, $10 a month. The price will go up after the 50th person. It'll go to $50 a month, and it'll I don't know how long it'll stay there. Maybe it'll stay there for a while, maybe not, whatever. So that's what I got going on right now. Link is in the description. Go check that out. And don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I'll check you guys out in the next video. Thanks for watching.